We'd like you guys to know that one of our goals is that Michael and I, is we wanted to have a hub here to get started to have these meetings regularly. I'm sure that those of you that have not only people that are looking to join the fastest growing global real estate company ever, but I'm sure that you want somewhere to push them to. You want somewhere to bring them to, and let somebody else do the hard work for you. So I'm raising my hand for that. And we're going to have it on an ongoing basis so that you'll always know when you can plug in for that. In addition to that, Michael and I have been talking, and we are going to start, and we'll talk about it at the end of the presentation today. We're going to have different types of trainings on Wednesdays. They're going to be Zoom trainings for now. We may be having them as in-person trainings. The trainings will not be eXp specific. We're talking about training to try to help you build your businesses. Training to be able to prepare us for the market shifting. We're going to collaborate on ideas for that. They do not have to be eXp agents to attend these Zoom meetings. So if you happen to have agents that are with some other companies and you know that they may be struggling a little bit, or maybe they're not getting the support that they should be getting, or maybe that they're just needing something else, that we are going to provide those opportunities for them. There's no cost to them. They're about to get some free high level, I'm going to call it high level because nobody knows high level or not, training, okay? And we're going to actually pour into people, and I mean, between, Michael and myself and others that have committed to me that say that they will attend and or help, we're going to be able to provide some really good high level stuff that you didn't necessarily have to go to Mike or Tom Ferry or blah, blah, blah to get. That's not going to cost anything. So you'll be able to tell your other people at other companies that this is welcome. So the goal here is to build momentum. And just so you guys know, there is a place in the valley, and I'm looking at, that we'll probably have a meeting like this on an ongoing basis as well. So if you have agents that are interested in the opportunity, but they're in the San Fernando Valley, we're going to have some positions for them as well. And by the way, if you guys have people that I need to meet one-on-one, half car, we'll travel. Okay? With that being said, I'm going to start off with my good friend, and I'm going to tell his own story. But Michael here is going to take us through the first part of everything we do, and I'm going to come in and say maybe one or two things, and then we're going to let you guys eat, and then we'll kind of go from there. So, Mike, thank you. I want to publicly thank you. Guys have no idea how much Michael helps.
So much.
I have like no, because I've got about like this much technology in me, and I have less patience because I've got old and fat. So between both of them, I have like no patience, right? So Michael keeps me grounded with that. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Nice to meet y'all. I don't know if you guys have met Chad. I'm Michael. Been with eXp here going on 4 years now. I started out in real estate about 7.5 years ago. Was figuring what to do, went around, where should I start? Let me go to the training company, right? Started out with that company, went in, lots of training, was good. Found out, hey, if I want a second level training or get a little bit past that, I need to pull out my pocket and do a lot of paying. Or if I wanted to get some help from somebody, I would go and walk through the office and say, excuse me, I have a question. How do you do an open house? Oh, you know what, that's great. I'll do an open house with you, we'll split it. So those were the experiences that I was having coming through. Also, being in the office, coming in, we had cubicle banks and there was officers that would be in the office thinking, okay, it's great, I have an office, I'm gonna be here, have this great synergy. Look around, nobody there. Every morning, Elgin would walk through, get some coffee. Hi, Elgin. Nobody else there. Working. Later on, the team leader would come and show new agents what's going on. Walk through. Okay, and in this office we have here, and that office we have here, right past my desk. Because that time I a top producer, right? And I was getting there. I was doing the work, getting in, making my phone calls, working every day, right? Come to it, the time had come. I was actually in a transaction with Elgin, and he had mentioned to me, hey, there's another company that I'd be interested in. You know, we're actually going to be making the move. You know, if you want any information, you know, you can check it out. But just wanted to share that with you. So I did my research. I'm very high seek. If you guys follow the disc, I'm a very high seek, meaning that I love information and I'll go down rabbit holes. So I did my research, dug, and it didn't take me that long, and I was like, no brainer. I'm Elgin. How do I get out? And I think I actually almost got my application and everything filled out before the day I completed everything. But at that point, I'd done 2-3 deals a year at Keller Williams or wherever I was at Keller Williams, and I was there 2-3 deals a year and working hard. I moved over to eXp, got help right away. That first year, I was able to raise my production. I capped. I had the support. The technology was there. What was missing for me a lot there was we have this new CRM coming up. We have this technology come up. I was really interested in the technology, which I got a ton of support, and being able to always meet with my broker. Where I was before, if I had an appointment, I would go in, hey, I need to see the broker. Oh, they're busy, they're on lunch. Now, I just log in online, and I'm able to go meet with them. So with all those benefits and everything, I was happy, and I've gotten the support. So really what I've enjoyed with this company is the support, the camaraderie, and the culture. So I'm going to show you guys a nice little video. You can see kind of more what eXp is about and everything afterwards, and we'll talk a little bit more, okay?
Welcome to eXp Realty. This is an overview of one of the most innovative real estate brokerage models today. A global community designed, powered, and owned by our agents and partners, transforming the
Sorry.
As technology has transformed entertainment, hospitality, transportation, and retail, it's now transforming the real estate industry. There's been little to no innovation with the old-fashioned real estate models. Franchise brokerages all start with a company at the top, which feeds down to regions, followed by offices or market centers, followed by a local manager or team leader. The focus was on the brokerage and the brand, not on the agent and their business. The evolution of real estate brokerages has always been driven by how agents get paid. This can be clearly seen with eXp's growth compared to old-fashioned models. At eXp Realty, we've eliminated old-fashioned bloat by removing franchises, territories, brick and mortar, and redundant layers of management. By doing this, we've created opportunity to give equity back to the agents and have made the agent the focal point of their business. We do this by having multiple income opportunities within our model and leveraging our fully immersive cloud office environment where agents enjoy 24/7 access to state-of-the-art collaborative tools, coaching, support, and socialization. eXp Realty continues to experience consistent record-breaking year-over-year growth with a mission to reach 1 million agents globally. It all began in the United States and Canada, with eXp Realty perfecting the model over the first 10 years, laying the foundation for our global expansion. Our international footprint now expands over 6 of the 7 continents. Our core values define our culture and ensure decisions are always aligned, like being agile allows us to make adjustments at any time for our agents and their clients. eXp is at the forefront of technology. Every agent gets their own lead generation CRM system called KV Core. For a non-eXp agent, it could cost over $5,000 a year. This industry-leading system provides you with a behavioral-driven, personalized IDX website, CRM, email, and text campaigns. You'll always be notified of your contact's behavior, helping you convert and close more transactions. SkySlope allows agents to manage their business totally paperless. This all-in-one transaction management system helps you effortlessly stay organized with your transactions. All of your important data is contained on one detailed checklist, so you have everything in one place. One of our top priorities is building our own technology. Our back office business intelligence center gives agents both autonomy and great visibility into their business. Within your dashboard, you'll be able to monitor your performance metrics, commissions, revenue share, equity awards, transactions, and more. Whether you need a quick postcard or a full presentation, the eXp Marketing Center has it all. You can edit marketing collateral within minutes by choosing from over 5,000 marketing pieces. In fact, when a new listing is added to your MLS, you'll get an email with marketing items created automatically for your listing. Welcome to eXp World, our three-dimensional virtual cloud-based office environment. Meet, learn, and collaborate with agents and staff from anywhere with an internet connection. Join a meeting or training within a community via your phone, tablet, or computer. In eXp World, agents get real-time live support from our over 1,000 full-time staff members. Access over 80 hours of live training weekly in eXp World. Our training focuses on industry best practices, how to grow profitable real estate business, professional development, and much more. These sessions are taught not only by our highly experienced training department professionals, but also by our top producing agents and teams from around the world. eXp Realty agents also have access to Workplace by Facebook, which is a dedicated and secure working space to connect, communicate, and collaborate with other agents and eXp staff. You'll be able to use familiar Facebook features like newsfeed, groups, messages, and events to get things done quickly and efficiently. We understand that some agents enjoy the office setting from time to time, which is why every agent at eXp gets a global membership to Regis shared offices and their new brand spaces. Regis offers 3,000 office locations in over 900 cities in 120 countries. Every agent at eXp has the opportunity to become a shareholder in eXp World Holdings. Earn equity awards for closing your first transaction each year, capping each year, and every time an agent you attracted joins eXp and does their first transaction. Our agent equity program helps agents prepare for retirement. You can elect to take 5% of your gross commission per transaction and buy the company's stock at a 10% discount. Our ticker symbol is EXPI. Note that some stock awards are subject to vesting. eXp's Icon Agent program is unmatched within the industry. Our founder, Glenn Sanford, strongly believes that top producing agents should be rewarded for their contribution. There are two ways to qualify for Icon status: $5,000 paid in post-cap transaction fees, or $500,000 annual GCI with a minimum of 10 closed transactions. When you achieve Icon status, you'll receive 100% of your cap that you paid to eXp back in the form of company stock, essentially putting you at a 100% commission split. One of the most exciting aspects of our compensation plan is our revenue sharing model, which allows you to build a monthly leveraged income by attracting productive agents to the company. Here's a breakdown of how the revenue sharing model works. Tier 1 contains the agents that you personally attracted to the brokerage. For each transaction on this tier, you'll get 3.5% of their total commission. This amount is taken out of eXp's 20%, not out of the agent's 80% commission. Once the agent has hit their annual cap, they start receiving 100% of their commissions. You therefore no longer receive income from their deals for the remainder of the year, which is why the max you can earn on this tier per agent is $2,800. You can earn on all 7 tiers, but it's contingent upon how many agents you've personally attracted to the brokerage and their level of production. For example, if you attract 5 producing agents, you earn exponential share in commissions on Tier 1 and Tier 2, which are agents that your Tier 1 agents attracted. If you attracted 10 producing agents, you earn exponential share in commissions on Tier 1, Tier 2, and also on Tier 3, which are agents that your Tier 2 agents attracted. On Tiers 4 through 7, you'll still receive a reduced share in commissions, which is called our expansion sharing. So let's go through a quick example of how you can create a monthly leveraged income through the revenue share program. Here's you. You personally attract 5 capping agents. Then, each of those 5 agents attract 5 capping agents of their own, giving you 5 agents of Tier 1 and 25 agents on Tier 2. For the 5 capping agents on Tier 1, you earn up to $2,800 each. And for the 25 capping agents on Tier 2, you earn up to $3,200 each, giving you an annual leveraged income of up to $94,000. But note that these figures are based on each one of these agents' capping, which is approximately selling $2.7 million of real estate per year. With an average commission of 3%, you can speak to an eXp agent or staff member for further explanation. Express offers a revolutionary new home selling option for homeowners who want to skip the hassle and uncertainty of a traditional home sale. The platform connects sellers with institutional buyers who can get cashed and close quickly. Unlike other iBuyer platforms, Express offers allow agents to receive real estate commissions. At eXp, you'll never pay a desk fee, or royalty fee, or franchise fee. Every agent is treated equally and is on an 80-20 split, which caps each year at $16,000. You then receive 100% commission for the remainder of your year. Here's the amazing part. It's only $149 to join eXp, and that includes your first month's $85 brokerage fee. On each transaction, there's a $25 broker review fee and a $40 risk management fee. The risk management fee caps at $500 each year. We're also excited to announce that we've added a low-cost healthcare alternative. Our agents get a one-on-one virtual consultation to ensure they've selected the right plan. eXp Realty continues to set industry records, becoming the #1 independent brokerage in the U.S. for closed transactions. For more information, reach out to the agent who shared this video with you.
Pretty exciting. So what do you guys think? Pretty clear? Yeah. Pretty simple. Doesn't. Some things they didn't touch on. I think because they're one global, one national brokerage, you can have your brokerage. You can get your license in 7 states, one cap. One fees. That's something that's very big. People ever wanted to do other states or cities, other states if they want to get their license and they want to work in one of the markets. So, just a very simple, clear, so many different streams of income. A lot of people look at this and they think, everybody's going to want to know this. Everybody will have something that works for you, and that's where I think that it's such a great plan in marketing. So. Now, I'm going to introduce
the man, the myth.
I have known Elgin since I started. And actually, when I walked into the office I mentioned before on our first meeting, and he said something and walked out, and I came home that night. He doesn't know this. I went to my wife and I said, there is this man that carries himself well at this office. And I think I want to get to know him and follow him and find out what he's doing in real estate. And slowly over the years, I was able to, get to know him and find out a little bit more about him. And I don't know if any of you ever have those friends or have, family members that have done something. And to you, they're just like, okay, yeah, that's Bill. That's my brother Tony. They've done something. And then you go out and you hear somebody else talk about, wait, you know Tony? You know Bill? You know Elgin? He's done this. And you say, oh, wow, this is somebody that's done something. Being in the business just about 35 years, always being a top producer, always helping people. Helping more than one company grow. And when I say grow, I don't mean like, oh, we got them from 200, like grow from like 12,000 to like big, and he's done that. But he's also been a part of the community. He's also looked out and helped other agents. He's authored a couple books. He's been named and always been recognized this last year on Marquee as Who's Who in Real Estate for 2021-2022. Always there. Such a great, kind, giving man. Just a wealth of knowledge. Just welcome him. And I think this is the reason that I came to eXp, and I'm just proud of him. Above all that, my friend.
I had no idea what Michael was going to say. He said he was going to introduce me. I knew he was going to do a little line. And I didn't know I appreciated that. And so how's everybody doing? I know we got a smaller crowd, but we don't have no energy in here, right?
Yes.
You know, I don't want to be up here sweating by myself, all right? I want to be all the energy. I know I can bring it a little bit, but you know, y'all feel free to bring it back. We're going to do this a little bit different. If anybody's ever seen the eXp presentation before, as you can see, we didn't do the 30-minute, 35-minute thing. We didn't do some of the hoop jumping stuff. We wanted to try to provide what we thought would be maybe a little bit more substance, hopefully allow a little bit more questions, and really talk about our stories because we've now been at eXp for a minute or two. One question, what did you guys think of the video?
I think it's very
You
helpful.
like it? You think it's pretty good? Was it short enough?
Yes.
Where you got enough
Yes.
information in it?
Yeah.
So just so that you guys know, that video is available for you to be personalized yourself. Where you can take that video, you can put it on your email signatures. When people are interested in maybe if you, hey, I got a quick 9-minute video I can show you, send it through your Facebook messengers, and you can have it attached on your website and your KV Car CRMs, so that you have that. So that's not something that's exclusive to me. There's a free version of it that you can get in the Marketing Center. It's a little bit different. The version that I have for Pilar and I is customized. I want to say I should know, I think it's 14, 15 bucks a month, something like that. I want to say there was a $25 setup fee, something like that. But it's really, so, you know, it's an option for you. So although I have my name up on it, you don't think that you can't have one yourself. But what it does do is that if someone is interested in possibly the business opportunity, it will email and come to you directly. So the leads will come to you directly for that. So that being said, you know, Michael was very humble on himself, meaning that I still remember when I saw Michael come in the office. So I built my business as far as when I first started on cold calling. So all I did was cold call. I had no help. Nobody gave me anything. Laura and I had no money, and she had me on a limit of how long I had to be before I could sell something.
Yes.
Before I could go out and get a job,
Yes.
right? So, you know, that meant cold calling. So I go into the office, that was 1988, right? So now I come into an office in the 2000s, and there's this guy. And first of all, I get started in the morning, right? Very rarely did anybody beat me to the office in the morning. You know, I'd be there, but he was there every morning. I was like, who is this guy, right? But not only was he there, he was on the phone. So I was like, so of course, it kind of, you know, reminded me of myself a little bit in the sense that dude is really dedicated. He was getting absolutely 100% no support. No support. So, you know, I was like, you know, I'm the, you know, if he's receptive, I'm the helper. But he was more than receptive. He definitely accepted the help, you know. But that was really cool. So, you know, I say that to say though, to be able there to see Michael where he was at in the beginning, and then to see him come to eXp and be able to help him in his first year. Cap, I mean, you're talking about someone who's unfortunately the opportunities were limited where we were at. So he comes his first year in Caps, and just the things that it's been able to help him do with his family. And it's been exciting. It's been exciting to be a part of his journey. So thank you for that, Michael. So real quick, so for Pilar and I, as you guys know, my wife Pilar, we work as a team. And when we were at our last company, I had already been 30-something years. I think Pilar had been working 15 years at that time, whatever it was. And we were kind of burned out a little bit. We were burned out in the sense that we were blessed to still do good business. You know, we were blessed in the fact that, you know, people looked at us, we were top producers, whatever. But the one thing that we were not able to do, no matter what, we could not stop listing and selling homes at that particular time. We've done everything you possibly could. At the previous company, I was a trainer. There were only 16,000 agents when we started with that company. We left, there were 190,000 agents at that company. Everything that you could want to do at a company, we did, except own the company. The only thing we would do, because we had kind of looked at that route before and knew that wasn't smart. So, that being said, we were in a situation where we were looking for something. You know, we weren't real happy at the particular market center that we were at. I guess that kind of gives away the company a little bit, right? And, you know, we actually looked at other places that we were looking to go, other market centers. We really thought that that was that we were going to make it work. And our goal was we were going to stay 5 years, put our head down, and see where we were at 5 years later. That was what it was. And I don't know about you guys, like I love real estate aspects of it. After doing it 35 years, there's some of it they can keep.
Right.
But the part that I really like are the parts with the people.
Yeah.
Love helping people, love helping families, love helping agents, love that part of it. Some of the other minutiae I can do without, right? So we're looking and we getting it down, and one of our old team leaders from that office reached out to us, reached out to me first, of course, and he started telling me about this eXp company. And I'm thinking, like, really, dude? Really, I wouldn't even really listen to him. Wouldn't listen to him at all. Because I'm like, you know what? I don't want my dash to just say he listed and sold homes. I like it to be something else in that dash. You know, guys, you know what I mean. We got to start and we got to end. I don't want in between it to say, oh yeah, he listened to sold a lot of houses. I like it to be a little bit something else to that, right? So we were looking, and I told them, which was our sponsors, Frank Graham. I remember telling Frank, hey, you know what? Send it a little video, send it to my wife, send it to Pilar. Pilar and Frank are good friends still, is out there, his wife here. And I'm like, if you can get her to look at it, we'll talk about it. Because that was my way of putting it off, to be honest with you. I think like, if Pilar listens, exactly, I'm not going to have that fight with her about we don't leave the company, we going to go to eXp. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. So Pilar, of course, she wouldn't even open the Yeah, I think she told Frank to don't email her that. She wouldn't look at it at all, right? Wouldn't look at it at all. So when Pilar, I was concerned, that was the end of the story. You can't convince her, I'm not going to be bothered with it, right? We actually went to our previous company's convention. They used to call it family reunion. We hadn't gone in forever. But we decided we were going to buy back in, right? We decided we were going to buy back in, and we went at the last minute. Have you ever done something where you go to a convention or something at the last minute? It costs, it ain't no discount for nothing. We paid top dollar for everything. Everything. We were so bad, we said, well, maybe we'll drive back over to Anaheim. Maybe we'll drive back and forth. I mean, it was like, we're not going to do that. Long story short, we're sitting there, and they had like a State of the Union address. They were doing their thing. The owner, who was very out of character, an owner that I knew, not well, he let you know him well enough, depending on how much money you can give it to him. But that being said, he sat for the first part of his presentation, because 15 minutes of this State of the Union, it's supposed to be a state of real estate. And for 15 minutes, he kept bashing this little company called eXp. No, I mean bashing it. I mean, it was so bad. Like I said, I kind of grew up in the neighborhood. So when somebody keep talking about something, we was always thought, well, there's something to it. So we used to figure out what he was talking about. And it was so funny because we were sitting there and Pilar turned and she said, eXp, she said, that thing Frank was trying to get us to. And I was like, yeah. So we actually left. We went to the convention. We left the little thing. He was talking, and we went and watched the video. Watched the video, and Pilar was like, "So why we ain't there yet?" She was ready to go there, right? She was like, "I'm sitting." So now I got cold feet. I'm like, "Oh, I'm back there with a little bit, etc." But that was actually what opened our eyes.
Wow.
To eXp. In July, it'll be 4 years. It'll be 4 years that we will have been at eXp. And I can tell you that our little 5-year plan that we have for what we're doing, things have exceeded that by so much. If we had stayed where we were at, we'd probably still be just right where we were at. I mean, we'd have been successful. We'd have been helping families. But what this opportunity has provided for us is crazy. I mean, first of all, just think about it. We're a company that now has 81,000 plus agents globally. I forgot how many countries, but I think we're like 18, 19 countries now. I forgot how it is. But 81,000 globally. Now understand, when we joined, I think we're in the 6,000 to 7,000 person range. Remember, this is less than 4 years. This is less than 4 years. People told us that we were crazy. Said he wouldn't be around. Said he wouldn't make it. Now, I always knew better than that. Why? Because we had just left another company and he used to tell me the same thing. When we were at the other company and there were 16,000 agents and the Remaxes and the Realty Execs and the Coldwell Bankers. I mean, you think about it coming down here, when we came up over here, we came out here, the number one Remax office in the country and the number one Realty Executive branch in their region were here. And we were still able to grow, right? Some of them like, no, I already know better than that. I just know that was an opportunity to get paid.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like you're in a movie, and you know, if you're the actor, the actress, you get paid one time, you get the contract, blah, 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 et cetera, right? But when the movie's roll, every time it rolls, and there's these credits. And then every time it comes on, there's this thing. Somebody else is getting paid all the time. So then you want to get, so we were looking at it like, okay, we got opportunity to really make this thing grow. In addition to that, as you've seen, and we'll talk here quick about some of the stuff that you saw on the screen. As exciting as, say, that revenue share model is, as exciting as that is, that wasn't the reason why Pilar came. It wasn't the reason why Pilar came, because there was a what we thought, at least what I thought, was a similar type model at the company that we left. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if you spend 15 years at a company and you're having profit share that you've invested in, and you're vested with that company, which we are, so we still get to receive our vesting awards. How many of you guys could live off about $25 a month?
That's on a good month. That's a good month.
No, you spent 15 years.
And that's what they were
You spent 15 years,
Yeah.
and the only joke that we have is between us and Frank. Because he jokingly remind us that the profit share is what it is. But we've had months that it's been like $7,
Oh,
right?
wow.
We've had so remember, 15 years, 15 years, and that's what we and that was what we got for it.
Wow.
So needless to say, we weren't all that excited, but the whole little revenue share thing that you saw, what I'm going to talk about in a minute, that didn't excite us. You know what excited us? What excited us was the opportunities for the stocks.
Yeah.
Because what we were looking at was, one day we would like the opportunity to retire. We like the option. We would like the option to build something. As realtors, we don't have anything that we build from an investment standpoint unless you are savvy and smart enough to do it yourself. Everybody always says, well, I can just take money and I can put it in the market, or I can do this, that. Who does it? None of us do it. We don't do it. Do we know how to do it? Yeah, but we don't. Because if we don't do it, next thing you know, 5, 10, 15 years have passed and you're still getting ready to do it. Right? And so now you're looking at an opportunity to do something. Now I'm a little bit into the stock market prior to that. And I'm looking at this thing like, okay, it just went public. It just went on a NASDAQ, so it's on a major exchange. And so you mean to tell me that I have the opportunity to do the same thing that Pilar and I have been doing for years and take 5% of this and invest it back into owner equity in the company, in a company that I believe in and that I'm already working at. You see what I'm saying? So I'm already here. I'm already believing in this. And I don't miss that. right? I'm not gonna miss that. Yeah, I'm not gonna miss that 5% that we're taking off the top, right? So then you mean to tell me that this company, every year when I sell, or when I sell our first home every year for that year, that they're going to then also give me stock for it? Do you understand that if you happen to sponsor anybody, that the company gives you stock for that? I mean, when I say give it to you, I mean give it to you. See, and you're vested for 3 years, right? Well, guess what? We've almost been here, or we've been here over 3 years now. You know what's amazing? What's amazing is to have stock built up, and all of a sudden, something comes in your stock portfolio that you forgot about or weren't expecting. Now, please remember, the company is giving you this. I didn't have to invest for it. I didn't have to spend money for it. It just comes, right? And so it's at that point where now it's been built up where that's just coming. So that's what did we do different than we were at the previous company that we were at before. We're not different. What you guys do here and what we're responsible for is to help families buy and sell real estate. Because remember, if there ain't no revenue coming in, there ain't no revenue to share. The goal of this company, the goal of us as agents, is to help buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. And you're going to do that no matter where you're at. The difference is what happens for you after that. So that was the reason we came. We came because we saw this opportunity to do just what we've been doing all the time and have something built up that we can look at 5 years later and say, oh, okay, where is this at? And I have to tell you, it's phenomenal with it so far. So the whole revenue share thing, right? So first of all, hopefully some of you guys are smarter than me. Maybe all of y'all are smarter than me. Because I was dumb. I just could not grasp the difference between revenue share and profit share. Because I had been burned on this profit share side so much. So this whole revenue share thing, it was like, it sounds good, it doesn't, it's not, it's whatever. You know, this happens, whatever. Now, please understand, on our business model, because of where we're at between the commission splits, the no franchise fee, all the stuff you saw in the thing, right? If you are looking to produce at a higher level of real estate, you are going to be better off here if you don't sponsor anybody. So the reason why I'm saying that is, I know there's misinformation out there, and I know that some people even get really excited, and they just start throwing eXp up on everybody, and then you feel like you're coming to a recruiting company. You're not coming to a recruiting company. You are coming to an agency, or you're at an agency that helps families buy and sell real estate, that has other opportunities for you as well. And that's a big difference. That's a very big difference. This whole revenue share thing. So I'm thinking, what's another $5 a month of revenue? That wasn't doing anything for me, right? But you know what? Suddenly, I had people like Michael. Michael was one of the first people I think to put on our sponsor, if I remember correctly. Some of you guys know Nate Butcher, which is a funny story. I mean, Nate and I have been friends forever, and so Nate calls me. Nate calls me, and he's like, hey, Amy, his wife Amy just saw on Facebook that you employ left television. Nobody ever thought we would, people who know us never thought we would leave it. Nobody ever thought that would happen. And he said, did you guys left, you left, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. He goes, you went to eXp? And I'm like, yeah. And it's in the morning, and Nate's like, man, I can't believe you guys did that. Amy just told me she saw on Facebook. Then I want to meet with you about eXp. And I said, okay. He said, what you doing? I said, I'm working. What are you doing? Why are you calling me? I mean, you got to remember, we didn't come for that yet. And we're still trying to get up. Meet me, can you meet the Starbucks? Meet the Starbucks. I'm like, now? I'm like, dude, I can be there in about, an hour or two. I'm working right now. And so we get there, and Nate, he just, if you guys know Nate, well, obviously, I know those that know it. So Nate's excited. No, Nate's excited. I mean, I get to start this. Nate's, he's moving.
Oh my God.
I think, like, what's wrong with you, dude? And he's like, oh man, you gotta tell me about EXP, you gotta tell me about EXP. So I remember, I think I've been at EXP 10 minutes. I'm thinking like, what all these you want to know? so I'm talking to him as best as I could. So after a while, I'm like, look, dude, I don't have a lot of information yet.
Yeah.
This is why we came. This is what I know. This is where we go.
Right.
Nate said, it was like July. Nate said, okay, well, I'm going to consider it, and I'm going to get back to you and all of this, because I got to move on. He had all these, whatever he had all this stuff he had to do. I want to say it was 48 hours later. They called me, he's on the freeway.
I'm done.
I'm like, where you going? He's like, I'm on my way to Sacramento. I got a hold of the founder. I've been ready to meet the founder. And I was like, okay. And so he was so excited.
Oh, wow.
He was so excited, which was funny as heck, but it was great. So of course, I don't know, he stayed up there an extra day. So I had to talk to him. Well, I didn't talk to him, I just had the phone and just let him talk. He went up to Washington.
Wow.
And he went up to Washington, met the founder, and he drove. And for those of you that know Nate, he doesn't drive like that a lot of places. He'll fly. He's not a driver like that. He talked to me from Washington all the way till he got back down here. I mean, he went to the grapevine and got cut off. He called me back. I was like, wow. Just excited, right? The funny thing though is that again, because Pilar and I had I was the leader of Nate Simon. As he and others, we were blessed. People respected us, I guess, a little bit. But we weren't like pursuers. The worst mistake that we ever made. We didn't go out and just start talking to people about EXP and quote unquote learning that part of it, or recruiting. But we like to say agent attraction. We like to say that we're building business partners, we're not sponsoring and recruiting people. Anybody that joins with it is one of my business partners, and that's the way I look at that. And I want to keep that coming out of my mouth. That's the energy that I want. I don't want to be you my sponsor. No. You are my business partner. So we go on a business together, right? Yeah. But the funny part though was we did not really pursue it like that. And so of course what happens? What happens is that we're blessed in the sense that there were people that we knew, and this is what's going to happen to you if that happens here. You'll come over, right? You'll come over, and whether you reach out to people or not, guess what they're doing? They're looking at you. What they call it now, troll. They're looking at you. They're trolling. You know what they're looking for? They're looking to see if you fall off. They're looking to see, Elgin and Pilar went over to eXp, now let's see if they can still sell it. Now we heard about this little company, now they're going to be doing some recruiting. So they're looking. All of a sudden they still see that you're buying selling home. They still see that you're moving inventory. They still see that you're working. And all of a sudden what do they want to do? Hey, how are you eXp working out? Now remember when we started there was 7,000 agents. There's 81,000 people now. Trust me, you're going to get that conversation whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
Because of the growth of the company. But that being said, that was just part of the business. Now here was the blessing. The blessing again was that we were not actively pursuing agents like that. Another reason was because, although we were sure that it worked for us, and we were going to do whatever it took for it to work for us, because we didn't come over because of that, we didn't want the responsibility of bringing and telling people, it's like selling Amway or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You give all your friends, to buy the Amway. Everybody got a box full of soap in their house. I ain't saying the soap don't work, but you don't want people to see you like that. You like people to see you and like you more when you're coming than when you leave them. Right? So that being said, we didn't pursue it like that. Now here's the person who did the opposite of that. Was Nate. So here's what Nate. So here's some of the same people. We all know everybody knows everybody, right? So Nate will go out to them, and Nate's throwing up all over everybody, and you're gonna say, well, Elgin and Pilar sponsored me, so if you come over here, you're gonna be on a good team.
Yeah.
Well, our businesses started to grow. So I'll share something with you. Is that it's been 4.5 years, And our total number means that everybody that's part of this number is not necessarily maybe productive or productive that they would like to be. Some of the people are no longer in real estate or whatever the case may be. But let me give you an idea of growth. Personally, Laura and I have sponsored 31 agents. 31 agents. We have 31 business partners that have come to eXp that we've personally been able to help. Our little success teams, is what we like to call it, across the country now, has had 411 agents as part of this team. There are agents in Florida, there are agents in Utah, there are agents in New Mexico, there are agents in Washington, there are agents in Canada. There are agents all over the place that, quote unquote, are part of our success team. And I think that's amazing. Most of us have never been at a brokerage, a personal brokerage, that has that many people in it. The office that we were at didn't have that many people, at least that were living. You know, the company with the balloon, great friends over there, they didn't have 400, they don't have 407 agents over there that one franchise.
Right.
You know, the other offices don't have that. So you mean to tell me that this little guy right here and his wife, we have that many people that have come under that umbrella? Can you guys see where that's going? Now here's the other thing. Because we haven't built it as strong as it should be, we're not even getting paid on everybody. But I'll tell you what, it's awful nice to know. It's awful nice to know that all of a sudden, on one side of this, you've got a stock portfolio that's building up. You've got your business that you're able to operate. I mean, remember, depending on what kind of expenses you want, it's $85 a month. It's $85 a month to be with a national business that is building and gives you these opportunities. And that $85 including your CRM. I mean, for those of us that have been around a minute too, and you know that little broker fee that they just kind of gloss over. They say it's $40 and the cap's at $500. You know what that really is? E&O insurance. That's your E&O insurance. So if you have most companies and you have E&O insurance, it's going to cost you about $250 a deal, and it never stops. It never caps.
So what Ford market something the other day, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? So and that's just that's E&O insurance. If you could look at, you know, whatever numbers you had, if you were at another company, and just add up how much money you paid in E&O insurance. Just add up the money you paid in insurance. If you're somewhere else, I mean, obviously KV Core is not required here. I mean, but again, remember KV Core, if you're doing it on your own, $400 or $500 a month is what it's going to cost you. You can have KV Core, but it's going to cost you $400 a month, basically. And that's the basic package, from my understanding. So you can actually be with our company, and that actually is basically included in that $85 a month. The websites, everything else. So we're looking at this. Okay, so now we have a business that we're operating, and you know, fortunately for us, you know, it's just a six-figure business that we're able to do this at $85 a month. And we're not doing that, and we've slowed down. Trust me, I'm not trying to work as hard as before, and we got other interests. You know, my wife loves to travel. I like to travel. She's bringing me to the love part. She's bringing me to the love part, and so is that real share and no stocks. Because you do want something different in the dash, right? You do want something different in that. You also did have an opportunity to be virtual on everything.
That's what I was gonna say, you just moved to a different view.
Absolutely. Right. Which we were obviously extremely set up pre-pandemic. The pandemic didn't change the way we did business at all. All we had to do was change the protocols, how you show a house, and writing deeds, y'all wrote deeds,
Oh my God.
and doing that. That's all we had to do. Everything else we were already doing. You guys hear all this stuff right now about a metaverse. You know what the metaverse is? The metaverse is eXp world. That's what the metaverse is. So now they call it the eXp metaverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's metaverse, it's just hot, right? Well, obviously, you guys know, if you didn't know this, the company that does eXp world, that also once the pandemic came, you got colleges, businesses everywhere that are paying into that monthly to have an eXp world type platform. That company is called Verbella. Do you guys know we own Verbella? No, Verbella doesn't own us. We don't rent from Verbella. eXp, our company eXp owns Verbella. So do you understand that every time that one of these other companies outside of us pays to be in their metaverse, do you understand that that goes to our bottom line? When people start asking us why eXp is not, or EXPI is not in debt, it's because there are different revenue sources are coming in. We're in a company that has no debt. No debt. You just wonder why, okay, how can they pay out this? How can they pay that? They don't have any debt. And it continues to grow. So anybody think that this time next year, or this time 5 years from now, that there'll be less than 81,000 agents with eXp? If it is, the whole real estate industry will have changed. People say we don't have an office. Yes, we do. We have an office that's virtual. For our business partners that are here, we actually have our own virtual suites, which you can use anytime. Oh, by the way, you need to go to a physical office. There's the Regis setups. The Regis buildings, and they're a national setup. You can go into the Regis building, use their business lounge for free. It's $185. You can go there, you know, well, the one over here, the next, you can't get coffee anymore. You gotta pay for coffee. Or you can get your coffee free too.
Yeah.
You got a lounge, you got a conference room, third floor, a setup, views, receptionists. I mean, perfect atmosphere. If you wanted to have your own office there, you can purchase or rent an office within the Regis system at a discount. At a discount. So you mean to tell me so that now I can go to Regis whenever I want to, and I was an office person. I was in office all the time. All right? I'm in office all the time. There was a major change in my philosophy to work from home. I had never been able to work from home, but the numbers told me I could work at home. The numbers said you can work home. You take your butt home and figure the rest of it out. And I could be at the office, but the other numbers wasn't coming. But I mean, you know, everybody was on the deal. I had a pretty decent sized office floor I had, and you know, I was paying a month. I was still paying per month for it. And then they want to give me a perk, and the perk is we'll give you 6 months free. 6 months free? I need some revenues here,
Yeah.
stocks, and I need something else that I can build my business on, right? But I'm telling you, I'm saying these things to say to you that, you know, you may or may not be a person that wants to build your business that way, right? If you're figuring on the revenue share side. So, but wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? I mean, think about it. Wouldn't it be nice? Well, there's some people making some outrageous numbers. I haven't talked about it. You guys see Brent Gold, but you guys who don't know, we're directly in Brent's line. Brent's actually, we get enough people who's going to come out here and do something for us. You know, I used to be getting the company for nothing. You know, we didn't take advantage of that as much. Now Brent's national, and Tony Robbins, and this, that, and the other. I can't just get him to come down here to IHOP. So I put on something a little bit larger.
Yeah.
But that being said, you know, I will say at least this one story. Like I want to say it was on a Sunday. So I got a group text. I get this group text from Brent, and he sent us over a copy of that month's his month's rev share. You know where you're at. You literally know where you're at. His rev share for that month was $632,000 for that month. The month previous to that, it was $595,000. He sent us the whole snapshot, and he said, "What are you guys doing today?" I started cussing.
That's ridiculous.
I started watching the football game. That's what I'm doing. Okay, but now listen.
That's crazy.
Forget about numbers like that. But what if you're able to build this to the point, which is very I won't say easy, but it's simple.
What
What if it's, what if it's, but you know, well, what if it's 5 years? But I'm gonna tell you something, after you get 10,000, you won't work, trust me.
Yes.
So you get 500. What if you got 500 a month that you didn't do anything else for, and they paid your card note? What if your card note got paid every month from your revenue share? What if it got to the point to where your house was paid? What if it just got to the point that it could pay and cover the majority or all of your business expenses, your marketing, your sale, whatever else you do, and or your personal expenses without it coming out of your real estate money? See, what if your real estate money and what you do to help buyers and sellers, what if instead of being the meat and potatoes of what you have to use to eat, what if that became the cake and icing? What if every month your obligations were met based upon that part of the business that you're doing? See, that was where we started to get a little bit excited, because we started to see something. We started to see something like, whoa. It was like, whoa. Because we hadn't done anything. We hadn't done anything. We hadn't done anything. A lot of times we just coming to meetings and supporting the other people who were in business partners of ours. Or just answering the phone when people would say, how's eXp? What is eXp? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, you know, it's cool. It's cool. You know, and you know, we weren't force feeding amongst people. I mean, guys, you know, we were sports enough that guys are on our success team now. But we wouldn't come, you know, her and my wife were great friends or whatever. I used to tell my wife, I said, you asked Di? I'm not asking Di to ask me. I'm not talking about no eXp. We're friends. Right? But what happens is that as your business grows, people are looking at you, and at the end of the day, everyone wants, I should say, people that are looking to make changes want to be around other like-minded people so that you can get that type of energy, you can get that type of support, and you can go to where you want to go. I know I told one of my sons the other day, you are a product of the 5 people you hang around with the most. If you hang around with 5 people, the millionaires, odds are you're going to be number 6. If you hang out in the street, you hang in the street and you got 5 folks to kick cans with in the street, you're going to be number 6. You know? That and the fact that we wanted to go again and expand our mind. It's easy to be the big fish that will be pond. And a long, long time ago, did we go and go over. If any of you guys follow us on Facebook, you'll never, ever, I shouldn't say never, ever, because some people in our success team has asked us to post a little bit more about certain things. You never see us when we were top producer this. You'll never hear, oh, the Remax Hall of Fame. You don't hear about it. Those are my things. You know why? Because I learned a long time ago, I would go to the grocery store, and I could go up to the desk and say, okay, you know, we were the 8th top producer this month, so can I get a discount on that loaf of bread? Nobody cared nothing about that. Right. Nobody cared anything about that. And guess who else doesn't care? Your clients, the general public. They don't know what a multi-million-dollar producer is. They don't know what a top producer. All they know, so you think they get 5 pieces of mail every month, everybody say they're the number 1 agent or something. Yo, how many number 1 agents can you be? They ain't no number 1. Right? So you don't need all of that. You don't need all of that. You don't need all of that. You need to be able to set up your business. You need to be able to protect your business by helping a certain amount of families that you build a relationship with that will continually come back and back to us. I mean, we got families now that they come back to us, they get mad at their family or their friends if they go list the shelf to somebody else. They cuss them out. I ain't got to cuss them out no more. Right? Exactly. So that being said, though, I would tell you, this eXp experience, and where eXp is going, and the fact that, you know, we've been blessed to actually be with, meet with, talk with, have relationships with some of the top people that's coming. I'm talking about the founder, I'm talking about the current president, CEO, I'm talking about people that we can pick up the phone and call and know exactly what's going on in this business and will reach out and help us. And guess what? They'll help you too. What other company could you be at and you could go into a chat, and the founder of the company, who is a billionaire, will personally respond to you. Unless you call and ask them about, some chicken and grits or something. You call and ask them about some business, or you have an idea. Do you know that express offers that you see on the screen? Do you know where that came from? That came from an idea from Nate Butcher.
Wow.
Nate Butcher went up and talked to him. And it took them a year and a half, and they put that program together. So the company would listen to you. The founder of the company reached out to me personally. I had never met him, didn't know anything about him. And he said to me that this was, 3.5 years ago now, that he was ashamed that he felt his company was not prepared and needed to be more diverse, and asked me would I assist him in helping him do so. How many people do that? How many people do that? Just to reach out to you and say that. And just say, hey, you know what? We need to be progressive. We need to be this and that. He told me, he goes, I seen your videos. I've been, that's a troll. I had a troll, I didn't know. And he said, I've seen your videos. I've heard about you. I've asked about you. I'm so happy I have come to this company. I want to build something else. Can we talk about it? Absolutely. When we were with Lauren and I were at the last whatever where we at the last event we went to. We were at an event.
Oh, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. So we were in Puerto Rico, and we're sitting in I'm sitting in this Pilar was somewhere else, and I'm sitting in the
the
thing
pool.
working. Right, yeah, she's in the pool. I'm sitting in the thing working, and I'm on the phone, and all of a sudden Glenn comes on to me. Glenn said, and he says, Elgin, you got a couple minutes? Oh, I would got all the phone. I'll let you go. I'm thinking like just a millionaire that just walked up and asked me, and I have time to talk. I got all the Mr. Stafford, what you talking about? How often you get to talk to a billionaire?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that there's a real family feel with this company, and I believe that is because of the way the business model is set up. It is a model that we all have the synergy for us all really to succeed, because we're all on the same page. We're all on the same page. We're all on the same contract. We're all, the only way you got something different is if you're in one of the other countries, because they have different rules. Other than that, if you're in the United States, we're all on the same. And I don't care where it's at. You can do business anywhere. Just talking about it. You can do business in New York. You can do business wherever you want to do business at. You can build teams wherever you want to build teams at. You can sponsor people wherever. And if you are working with someone and you want to sponsor someone and you need help and they're not here, that's what we're here for. Allow us to help you. Because us helping you helps us too. Everybody helps everybody. But that being said, I'm done. Anybody have any questions? I'm available for questions. I hope you guys are enjoying the breakfast, and we're going to hang around a while. But if you have any questions for me, or preferably Michael, feel free to reach out. And, thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming. And I'm sorry. And next Wednesday. So next Wednesday, you guys will all get a Zoom link. You'll probably get it by email. So every now and then, open the emails I send you. And we're going to have. That's what I feel about my clients. I know they don't open it, but they see me. Is that we will have a training. I remember correctly, Michael, I got to confirm the time. I think it said 11 o'clock. It'll be on the Zoom. The Zoom is Zoom with Elgin. Zoom Live with Elgin. .com. And we're going to actually talk about the challenges in the changing market. What people are doing differently, what we kind of expect, what we're seeing now. I would encourage you guys to come. And we will, at that point as well, invite anybody you guys want to. So if you want people with eXp or not, let's build, let's help, and let's have some good times, laugh, learn, and more than anything else, let's profit for whatever success looks to you. And I thank you guys again for coming.
Thank you.